Boston Celtics versus Orlando Magic. The stage is set in Orlando as two Eastern Conference teams searching for rhythm collide under the lights. The Boston Celtics, sitting 10th in the East at 4-5, arrive riding a blend of firepower and frustration, while the Orlando Magic, 11th at 3-5, look to defend home court and reclaim their early season edge. Both teams hover near the middle of the pack, but this one feels bigger than the standings. It's a statement night. One side wants to prove its depth can overcome injury, the other that young chemistry can mature into control. The matchup leans slightly toward Orlando, but not by much. A reflection of how thin the margin is between potential and performance this early in the year. Boston's numbers paint the portrait of a team still searching for rhythm, but capable of eruption at any moment. The Celtics average 113.3 points per game, hitting 44.6% from the floor and dishing out 23.1 assists while pulling down 42.3 rebounds. Their perimeter ball movement remains crisp, and even without their star forward sidelined until spring, the offense hasn't lost its edge. Jaylen Brown has become the heartbeat, dropping 27.7 points per night on efficiency and balance. Peyton Pritchard's emergence, 15.3 points, and a team-best 5.2 assists, gives Boston a steady hand in half-court sets. The front court has steadied through Neemias Queta's presence, pulling 8.1 boards and anchoring the rim with 1.3 blocks. Boston's strength lies in composure, spacing, quick passing, and the capacity to heat up from anywhere when the tempo lifts. Orlando's rhythm is different, deliberate, physical, and built from the paint out. The Magic average 116.3 points per contest while shooting 47.5% overall. Paolo Banchero headlines their attack with 23.1 points and 9.5 rebounds. His evolving playmaking, 4.5 assists, defining how this team operates. Franz Wagner's 22 points per game add consistent scoring at all three levels, while Jalen Suggs' 2.0 steals a night fuel Orlando's aggressive defensive tempo. They're younger, faster in transition, and more turnover-prone, 16.4 giveaways per game, but they counter with rebounding volume, 45.3 boards, and controlled half-court defense. The Magic's structure centers on inside-out dominance. Banchero and Wagner pull defenders inward, creating slashing lanes and open shots along the arc. Recent form hints at a classic contrast in confidence. Boston enters having won 3 of its last 5, including back-to-back blowouts over Washington and a narrow road win over Houston. Those games showcased fluid spacing, unselfish passing, and decisive execution late. The Celtics' losses came in overtime battles and one-possession heartbreakers, showing resilience even in defeat. Orlando's last 5 tell a bumpier story: narrow losses to Atlanta and Washington, a close win over Charlotte, and a recent stumble against Detroit. The Magic have yet to find full defensive consistency, but when their energy spikes, they look like a top-tier disruptor, especially at home, where effort often outweighs inexperience. The duel to watch is unmistakable: Jaylen Brown versus Paolo Banchero. Brown's scoring flair, 27.7 points on poise and pace, meets Banchero's all-around brilliance, combining scoring, rebounding, and facilitation. Brown's method is sharp efficiency, carving lanes and finishing through contact, while Banchero thrives on patience, footwork, and vision. Brown's perimeter command gives Boston vital spacing, while Banchero's interior force swings momentum Orlando's way. Each can dominate when locked in, forcing constant defensive shifts. Their duel will likely decide which team controls the game's tempo and rhythm. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Orlando Magic winner. Boston's focus will be control, minimizing turnovers, spacing well, and relying on Derek White's defensive pressure to shift momentum. Orlando's strength lies in rebounding and second-chance plays. If Queta dominates the glass and Pritchard runs the offense smoothly, Boston's efficiency can offset Orlando's athletic edge. But if the Magic push transition tempo, Brown and the Celtics may tire late. Bench play, Hauser's shooting, and Suggs' intensity could decide it. Ultimately, this matchup feels like control versus chaos. Boston offers structure and precision, while Orlando thrives on energy and interior strength. It should be a gritty back-and-forth contest shaped by tempo shifts and defense. Still, with home momentum and rebounding on their side, the slight edge tilts toward the younger, hungrier Magic. Orlando's rebounding and Banchero's inside-out play break through late, sealing a defining early-season win in front of a charged home crowd, a statement that the Magic are learning how to close, and that Boston, for now, is still searching for its full rhythm without its star. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 219.5. Detroit Pistons versus Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn sets the stage for a clash between two teams on opposite paths. The 6-2 Detroit Pistons, second in the East, arrive with confidence, chemistry, and a clear sense of purpose. The 1-7 Brooklyn Nets, meanwhile, are still searching for rhythm, balance, and belief. The predictor gives Detroit over a 70% edge, a reflection of their connected play led by Cade Cunningham's control and Jalen Duren's dominance inside. Yet with NBA Cup stakes in play, pride and unpredictability can shift momentum fast, giving the underdog Nets a chance to fight freely with nothing to lose. Detroit thrives on precision and pace, averaging 115.6 points on 48.2% shooting and 38.1% from three. Cade Cunningham drives the offense with 24.5 points, 9.6 assists, and 5.3 rebounds per game, blending poise and playmaking. Jalen Duren dominates the glass with 11.4 rebounds, anchoring both ends, while rookie Ausar Thompson adds length and energy. Tobias Harris provides steady scoring, and Isaiah Stewart's 2.4 blocks make him the defensive anchor. With 48.1 rebounds, 25.3 assists, and 8.8 steals per game, the Pistons showcase balance, discipline, and control over tempo and spacing. Brooklyn has shown flashes of competitiveness, but continues to struggle with consistency. The Nets average 111.9 points, shooting 44.2% from the field and an impressive 40.4% from three. Proof they can catch fire when in rhythm. Michael Porter Jr. leads with 22.4 points and 8.4 rebounds, while Cam Thomas contributes 21.4 as a dynamic perimeter scorer. Nick Claxton adds balance with 14.6 points, 7.1 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and nearly a block per game. Yet cohesion remains the issue. 14.6 turnovers and transition lapses often undo their rhythm. Despite solid rebounding, defensive rotations and rim protection falter when Claxton is pulled away from the paint. The matchup boils down to Detroit's fluid offense against Brooklyn's perimeter firepower. The Pistons thrive on turning steals into transition points, using spacing and pace to stay efficient. The Nets depend on outside rhythm and half-court creation from Porter Jr. and Thomas, but their offense often stalls when movement fades. It's system versus skill, Detroit's cohesion against Brooklyn's isolation-heavy attack. Recent trends show two teams headed in opposite directions. Detroit has won 4 straight, over Utah, Memphis, Dallas, and Orlando, 3 by double digits, fueled by sharper execution late in games. Their offense has topped 110 points in 5 straight, while the defense has tightened, holding 3 opponents below 105. Brooklyn, meanwhile, has dropped 4 of 5, including lopsided losses to Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Houston. A narrow win over Indiana was a rare bright spot, but defensive lapses persist. Simply put, Detroit is rising, Brooklyn is reeling. Cade Cunningham and Michael Porter Jr. headline a clash of pace versus precision. Cunningham controls tempo with efficiency and near double-double output, while Porter relies on size and smooth scoring. Cunningham elevates teammates, Porter thrives in isolation, sometimes slowing the offense. Inside, Jalen Duren's rebounding duel with Nick Claxton looms large. Both dominate the glass, but Duren's strength and positioning could give Detroit a crucial edge. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Detroit winner tactically. Expect Detroit to pressure Brooklyn's ball handlers and run off misses. Cunningham's ability to push pace, combined with Harris and Thompson filling lanes, puts stress on transition defense. The Nets must slow tempo, control glass, and find consistent ball movement through Claxton's passing to avoid isolation traps. Detroit's bench depth, including Caris LeVert's spark scoring and Duncan Robinson's spacing, gives them more flexibility in rotations, especially with the Nets missing Cam Thomas and Drake Powell as game-time decisions. For Brooklyn, Terrence Mann and Zaire Williams must deliver efficient minutes to prevent scoring droughts. The X factors lie in efficiency and composure. If Detroit maintains its assist-to-turnover ratio and keeps rebounding margin positive, their rhythm will overwhelm Brooklyn's defense. If the Nets hit threes at volume and contain Duren's second-chance dominance, they can stay competitive into the fourth. But the current form, chemistry, and execution level of Detroit suggest a team far more confident in its identity. The Pistons' inside-out balance, defensive depth, and playmaking control should carry them past a Nets team still trying to find footing. Cunningham's orchestration and Duren's rebounding anchor, a performance that feels composed from start to finish. Another statement win for a team quickly asserting itself among the East's top tier. Prediction: total pick for this match is 220.5 over. Dallas Mavericks versus Memphis Grizzlies. The FedEx Forum hosts a pivotal early season showdown between two Southwest Division teams trying to find stability. The Mavericks, 2-6 overall and 0-1 on the road, enter desperate to end a 3-game skid and rediscover their offensive flow. The Grizzlies, just ahead at 3-6 with a 2-4 home record, are also seeking to halt a 4-game slide and reclaim their defensive edge. With both clubs trailing Houston and San Antonio in the standings, this matchup carries weight, a fight for momentum, confidence, and identity. Memphis enters favored at 60.7%, but that only raises the urgency for Dallas to respond with toughness and belief. Through 9 games, Memphis has averaged 114.8 points on 43.3% shooting, thriving on tempo and spacing. Ja Morant leads the way with 20.0 points and 7.2 assists, shooting 38.3% from the field and an elite 95.8% from the line. Jaren Jackson Jr. adds 17.0 points and 1.7 blocks, while Santi Aldama contributes 12.1 points and 6.8 boards, giving the Grizzlies valuable depth. With 10 players averaging at least 7 points, their balanced scoring and ball movement remain key strengths. Dallas counters with 106.3 points per game on 44% shooting, leaning heavily on front-court play. Anthony Davis leads with 20.8 points and 10.2 rebounds at 52% efficiency, while D'Angelo Russell provides 15.0 points and 5.6 assists. The Mavericks rely on half-court precision and rebounding control, but 16.1 turnovers per game continue to disrupt their offensive rhythm. Defensively, Dallas leans on Anthony Davis's versatility. His 1.6 steals and 1.6 blocks per game anchor a unit that gives up efficient looks but fights back through rebounding and physicality. P.J. Washington adds reliability with 1.4 blocks and strong help defense inside. Memphis, on the other hand, thrives on activity and switching. Jaren Jackson Jr. protects the rim while Santi Aldama uses his length to disrupt the perimeter. The Grizzlies average 8.0 steals and 4.4 blocks, slightly better than Dallas, showcasing their faster hands and transition instincts. Ultimately, it's a stylistic duel. Memphis pushing pace and chaos, Dallas preferring structure and control. Momentum slightly favors whichever team can reclaim stability first. Dallas has shown flashes but remains inconsistent. A solid 122-110 win over Detroit, followed by tight losses to Houston and New Orleans. Memphis, meanwhile, has dropped 4 straight, all close, including a 124-109 loss to Houston and a 117-114 setback to Toronto. Both compete hard, but falter late, undone by spacing and execution lapses. The Grizzlies create quality shots yet hit just 33% from deep, while the Mavericks lack bench scoring to sustain pressure. More than a win, both teams seek rhythm, confidence, and a return to their true identity. The spotlight is on Anthony Davis and Jay Morant, a duel of contrasting forces. Davis, Dallas's anchor, averages 20.8 points and 10.2 rebounds, keeping the Mavericks steady with efficient inside play at 52% shooting. Morant fuels Memphis with 20.0 points and 7.2 assists, driving the offense through pace and creativity. Davis controls the vertical game with presence and defense. Morant controls the horizontal with speed and flair. It's a battle of tempo, Davis's composure versus Morant's chaos, and whoever sets the rhythm will shape the game's flow and outcome. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Memphis Grizzlies winner. Strategically, Dallas must protect the rim and own the glass. With Derek Lively two-sidelined, Davis shoulders the rebounding load against a Memphis unit that collects 43.1 boards per game. The Mavericks' spacing relies on Russell and Klay Thompson to convert perimeter looks, forcing Memphis to stretch its defense. For the Grizzlies, transition offense will be key. Morant and Jackson thrive on momentum, and if they can convert turnovers into fast break chances, they'll force Dallas into uncomfortable pace. Bench depth may quietly decide this contest. Players like Santi Aldama and Vince Williams Jr. offer Memphis balanced production, while Dallas needs contributions from Cooper Flagg and Daniel Gafford to stabilize rotations. Both coaching staffs must manage minutes carefully given short benches and ongoing injuries. Ultimately, this matchup boils down to discipline. Memphis's energy gives them a spark, but Dallas's interior presence can anchor the tempo and grind possessions. Expect the Grizzlies to push early and often, testing Dallas's defensive legs, while the Mavericks counter through deliberate ball movement and post dominance. In a game of contrasts, pace versus precision, Memphis's superior transition scoring and home energy should carry the night. The Grizzlies, led by Morant's control and Jackson's interior force, edge out a tough Mavericks team that fades late under the FedEx Forum lights. Prediction: total pick for this match is 225.5, Warriors versus Nuggets. The stage is set for a high-voltage showdown at Ball Arena, where the Golden State Warriors, 5-4, 7th in the West, face the Denver Nuggets, 5-2, 4th in the West, in Friday's NBA Cup Group Stage clash. It's a matchup that feels bigger than November, a clash of legacy and dominance, of fast-twitch offense against calculated brilliance. Denver holds a commanding 73.6% win probability, and with the Warriors winning just once in 4 road appearances, every possession carries weight. The Nuggets, perfect at home, aim to affirm their Western authority, while the Warriors seek a statement win to climb the Pacific ladder and close the early season gap behind the surging Lakers. Golden State enters averaging 117.4 points per game on 46.8% shooting, driven by their signature spacing and perimeter flow. They hit 38.8% from deep and an efficient 83.8% at the line. The ball moves freely, 28.3 assists per game, but turnovers, 16.4, continue to haunt them in transition defense. Denver's attack has been surgical, 124.6 points per night on 50.3% overall, 35.5% from 3, and 86% at the stripe. They dominate the glass, 47.9 rebounds per game, and share it beautifully, 30.3 assists, all while maintaining control with just 13.4 turnovers. It's a battle between Golden State's perimeter artistry and Denver's paint precision, motion and pace versus balance and brute efficiency. The defining matchup theme: shot creation versus shot discipline. The Warriors have gone 3-2 in their last 5, showing flashes of offensive rhythm but uneven defense. Wins over Phoenix and Indiana came through sharp shooting, yet late-game lapses doomed them against Sacramento and Milwaukee. Their plus 1.4 average margin reflects how thin the line is between success and collapse. Denver, in contrast, has hit stride, winning 4 of 5 and topping 120 points in most of them. The Nuggets' offense flows smoothly, and their late-game execution has sharpened. Aside from a brief defensive stumble versus Portland, they've dominated Miami and Minnesota with balance and composure. Momentum clearly leans Denver's way, rhythm, poise, and control, as Golden State battles line up uncertainty. At the heart of this matchup lies the superstar clash: Stephen Curry versus Nikola Jokic. Curry drives Golden State with 26.8 points per game on 45.4% shooting, hitting 38.9% from deep and 95.3% at the line. His movement and efficiency still set the Warriors' tone. Jokic counters with complete control, averaging 24.1 points, 13.4 rebounds, and 12.0 assists on 61.3% shooting. He dictates pace and space with unmatched vision and poise. Curry fuels chaos with speed and range. Jokic commands order through precision. The game's tempo decides the outcome. Fast favors Golden State, methodical favors Denver. Beyond the stars, the supporting casts shape the matchup's depth. Jonathan Kuminga's 7.1 rebounds and Jimmy Butler III's scoring steadiness keep Golden State afloat, though perimeter defense remains inconsistent. Moses Moody's 51.2% shooting helps, but reliability wavers. For Denver, Jamal Murray, 22.7 PPG, 52.4% FG, looks back in form, while Aaron Gordon and Christian Braun add two-way stability. Peyton Watson's defense, 1.3 blocks and sharp rotations, strengthens their depth. Injuries could decide the night. Curry, Green, Butler, and TJD are questionable, while Denver enters at full strength. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Nuggets winner. Tactically, this matchup is about rhythm control. Golden State thrives when spacing spreads and their assists climb past 30, but their defensive rebounding, 32.5 per game, lags behind Denver's power inside. The Nuggets will exploit that with second-chance scoring, interior cuts, and backdoor actions through Jokic. The Warriors' hope lies in three-point volume and transition acceleration, forcing mismatches before Denver can set its screens and rotations. Bench depth tilts Denver's way, but if Golden State's veterans hold up defensively, their offensive bursts could level the pace. Late-game execution, where Denver's half-court poise meets Curry's crunch-time heroics, will define the final minutes. In the end, control wins the night. Denver's balance, rebounding edge, and continuity on both ends offer the steadier foundation. Golden State's volatility, especially with multiple starters listed as questionable, limits their ability to sustain tempo for 4 quarters in the altitude of Ball Arena. Expect flashes of brilliance from Curry and bursts of pace, but Jokic's orchestration and Murray's consistency give Denver the edge in shot quality and composure. Denver's interior dominance and efficiency seal it late, reaffirming their Western strength and sending the Warriors back to regroup for their next stretch. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 223.5,